How did Haaland master the art of scoring hat-tricks? Manchester City and Norwegian striker Erling Haaland has enjoyed a menacing start to the 2023-2024 season, scoring his fifth hat-trick in the English Premier League since he joined the blue side of Manchester 1 season ago. The 23-year-old striker scored a hat-trick when the reigning champions won 5-1 at home to Fulham on September 2nd, 2023, putting them top of the league table. Haaland has looked immense since he joined Manchester City, scoring or making the right movements to fashion chances galore for his team. Of course, despite playing without a number 9, Manchester City has never struggled to score goals, even before Haaland joined the squad. However, since the Norwegian joined, City has even been more ferocious, being one of the players that inspired their legendary treble win in the 2022-2023 football campaign. Erling Haaland emphatically scored his first hat-trick as a Manchester City player, inspiring the team to a 4-2 comeback victory at home to Crystal Palace. He followed the feat days later when Manchester City defeated Nottingham Forest 6-0. Haaland has undoubtedly cemented himself as a hat-trick hero, breaking and setting several records in the English Premier League and even beyond, including in the Champions League, scoring almost 20 hat-tricks throughout his senior professional career. So we are forced to ask, how did Haaland master the art of scoring hat-tricks? Of course, we understand that the 23-year-old Norwegian learned how to score incredible headers and win aerial duels from Manchester United legend and ex-coach Ole Gunnar Solskjaer while the duo were at Molde. But how did he come about blasting hat-tricks week in and week out? In this video, we have carefully analyzed all the hat-tricks Erling Haaland has scored in his senior professional career and how he came about them. This way, we will find an apparent pattern that has helped the Norwegian master the art of scoring at least 3 goals in a match. But before we get ahead, please like this video and share it with your friends and fellow football lovers. Doing this will help us achieve our goal to reach at least 100,000 subscribers before the end of this year. Thank you for helping. Now let's get right into it. How did Erling Haaland master the art of scoring hat-tricks? Haaland has recorded over 20 hat-tricks throughout his playing career, both at senior and junior levels. As a senior player, the Norwegian has recorded a total of 21 hat-tricks, netting 5 while he was at Salzburg, 4 at Borussia Dortmund, 4 for his national team, 1 during his time with Norwegian club Molde, and 7 for Manchester City. The towering forward has been impressive all season and achieved the remarkable feat of scoring 3 consecutive home hat-tricks in the league, becoming the first player in the history of the Premier League to do so. The run included stunning performances against Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest, and ended with a hat-trick against United when the blue side of Manchester embarrassed their longtime rivals 6-3. Thanks to hat-tricks from Haaland and teammate Phil Foden. Here is a breakdown of Haaland's hat-trick records since the start of his senior professional career. First, Molde. Erling Haaland started his professional career in his hometown club Brygge, before moving to Molde as a teenager, where he featured under the management of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. As you must have predicted, Haaland scored on his debut game for Molde and reached even newer levels the following season with 16 goals in all competitions. His goal haul included a stunning 4-goal performance against unbeaten league leaders, Brann, as Haaland hit 4 goals inside the opening 21 minutes to secure a 4-2-0 win for Molde. The 4 goals in that match was Haaland's first and only hat-trick for Molde. Before he left Norway for Salzburg in 2019, Haaland scored a total of 20 goals in 50 appearances for Molde. Red Bull Salzburg. Erling Haaland, 18 years old at the time, joined Red Bull Salzburg on January 1st, 2019 and scored only once out of 5 appearances in the second half of the 2011-2019 campaign. One would have thought the striker was a flop after comparatively not living up to his hype, but we couldn't be more wrong, as the 19-year-old exploded in his second season at Salzburg, scoring 28 goals in 22 games for Salzburg across the first half of the 2019-2020 campaign, including 5 hat-tricks. Haaland soon became a household name across Europe. Haaland scored 4 domestic trebles, including hat-tricks home and away against Wolfsburg, in addition to an unforgettable Champions League debut for Salzburg, where Haaland found the net thrive in the first half of his first appearances in the competition as Salzburg thrashed Genk 6-2.
After the game,
Haaland became the 8th player to score a hat-trick on their Champions League debut. Two further players, Mislav Orčić for Dinamo Zagreb and Sebastian Haller for Ajax, have since achieved the feat. He also became the 3rd youngest player to score a Champions League hat-trick, behind Raul and Wayne Rooney, who were 18 years old when they scored theirs. Haaland also became the first teenager to score more than once on his Champions League debut since Rooney's hat-trick, for Manchester United against Fenerbahce in 2004. Erling Haaland scored a total of 5 hat-tricks for Red Bull Salzburg before leaving for Borussia Dortmund in January 2020. Borussia Dortmund. Of course, what would you expect than many European clubs having interest in the latest goal-scoring machine? Almost everyone was interested in signing the rave of that moment, but the leading clubs contesting to sign him were Borussia Dortmund and Manchester United, managed by Haaland's former manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Borussia Dortmund beat the England side to sign the Norwegian on January 3, 2020. Haaland wasted no time making an impact, scoring a debut hat-trick within just 23 minutes, after coming on as a substitute against Augsburg. Haaland's hat-trick inspired Dortmund to a 5-3 comeback victory after trailing 3-1 before the Norwegian was introduced into the game. Haaland netted 41 times in 41 appearances in his first full season at Borussia Dortmund, averaging at least 1 goal per match. This incredible feat also included scoring 4 goals in 32 minutes in a 5-2 away victory against Hertha BSC. In the first season at Dortmund, Erling Haaland beat prolific striker Robert Lewandowski to win the Bundesliga's Player of the Season, despite the Polish striker enjoying a record-breaking 41-goal campaign. Sadly, Haaland struggled with injury problems in 2021-2022, but still managed to record 2 more hat-tricks for Dortmund in the season against Wien Wiesbaden and VfL Bochum. Erling Haaland scored a total of 4 hat-tricks before leaving Borussia Dortmund for Manchester City in the summer of 2022. Manchester City. Haaland's first hat-trick for Manchester City came during the Premier League home against Crystal Palace, inspiring a 4-2 comeback victory as the reigning champion were already trailing 2-0 earlier in the game. This was exactly the performance Haaland was signed for, and the head coach Pep Guardiola couldn't hold back his praises for the 22-year-old predacious qualities. Bernardo Silva's goal brought City back into the game before Haaland took center stage with 3 finishes to claim the match ball. He headed home Phil Foden's cross for the equalizer before putting City ahead with an instinctive effort from close range. Since then, Haaland has scored 6 more hat-tricks for Manchester City across all competitions, with his most recent coming in the game against Fulham, where the citizens enjoyed a 5-1 victory to have an excellent start to the 2023-2024 campaign. Erling Haaland has scored 7 hat-tricks for Manchester City since signing for them in July 2022. Haaland has also scored 4 hat-tricks so far for the Norway national team. With 2 hat-tricks in his international career, Haaland has averaged almost a goal per game, an incredible record despite playing for a side that still struggles to have a mark in the international scene. Haaland struck headlines as far back as 2019 during the FIFA Under-20 World Cup 2019, when he scored a record-breaking 9 goals in a 12-0 win over Honduras. Despite Norway's elimination in the group stage and Haaland failing to score in another fixture, he claimed the tournament's Golden Boot. Since he joined the senior side, Haaland has scored 26 goals in 25 games, including 2 hat-tricks in the team's victory over Romania and Gibraltar. The 23-year-old is now the joint 2nd all-time leading scorer for Norway. We have now come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to support this channel by liking this video, sharing it with your community of football lovers, subscribing to our channel, and ringing the notification bell so you will know when we publish next. Bye for now, and we'll see you in the next one.